And may I say something else, Judge?
Yes, Ms. Gardner.
I just really want to apologize to the court and especially to you for that day. I was going through a lot. My life was in danger. My teeth are broken right now and I have to have corrective surgery. And I came in like this and I've been in pain ever since. I got two broken teeth in my mouth right now. I don't know if you can see it, but
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's case out of the 14B District Court in Michigan is one you won't forget. On one side, we have Judge Washington, calm, collected, and no nonsense. On the other side, we have Jamisha Gardner, a defendant who comes into court with a whole lot of attitude, distractions, and even a confession of being intoxicated during proceedings. From bold declarations of love for the judge to jaw-dropping outbursts, and finally a dramatic turn when her personal struggles come to light, this case is a roller coaster from start to finish. We're talking bench warrants, scram tethers, addiction, domestic violence, and a judge trying to give someone a second chance before it's too late. Stick with me because the twists you're about to see will leave you wondering, was the court too lenient, or was this exactly the kind of compassion the justice system needs more of? Let's break it all down.
The court will call the matter of Ypsilanti Township versus Jamisha Gardner, case number 25T00229.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. If it please this honorable court, Brandon Bird on behalf of Jamisha Gardner. Ms. Gardner, can you please state your full name for the record?
Ms. Gardner, you need to unmute your device, please.
I'm sorry, they stole my phone and I'm working off of a tablet. I gotta figure out how to do this. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. Please state your name.
Miss Washington, I love you. You know what?
Ms. Gardner.
No, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to her.
Okay, stop right there. This is not your average courtroom introduction. The defendant just flat out declared her love for the judge. Now, flattery might work in everyday life, but in court, it usually does more harm than good, especially when it comes off as insincere or intoxicated. Notice Judge Washington's reaction. Measured, professional, but you can feel the awkwardness. Let me ask you, if you were the judge here, would you have shut this down immediately, or tried to play it cool like Judge Washington did?
Can I see counsel in the breakout room, please?
I just want to tell you, I love you so much.
All right, we are back on the record in the case of Ypsilanti Township versus Jamisha Gardner. Ms. Gardner, can you come back to the screen? Right, you're
hear me?
Yes.
Hey, can you hear me, Miss Washington?
Yes, I can, Ms. Gardner.
Okay.
So
It go in and out sometimes on this tablet. I don't really know how to work this thing. And sometimes when people be calling me, it just drops silent. I don't know. I'm trying to work it though.
Yeah, well, you're doing just fine.
Guess what?
Miss
I know
Gardner,
your brother Tony. Ma'am.
I have a name for me. I have a brother named Tony.
Yeah. I know him as Tony.
No, I don't have any brother that goes by Tony.
Do you know Anthony Johnson?
Miss Gardner?
Your ex-boyfriend?
I don't have an ex-boyfriend.
I know. He mad at me. I don't want him. Your ex
Gardner? Ma'am.
Anthony.
This is
Anthony Johnson. Do it ring a bell?
Dated Anthony Johnson. Miss Gardner, stop talking.
And there it is, the breaking point. The defendant starts cursing in open court, and Judge Washington wastes no time calling it like it is. She's drunk. This is a huge deal. Being intoxicated during court proceedings is a direct violation of bond conditions and can trigger immediate consequences. The judge lays out two choices: get fitted with a scram tether today, or face jail time. This moment highlights the balance judges have to strike. Do you punish right away, or give someone one last opportunity to get it together?
I'm glad you fucking ditched
Please
this
mute.
shit.
Miss Gardner, you are going to end up going to jail today, or you need to go over to community corrections and get on a scram tether because you're clearly drunk right now. So you need to go to community corrections. You need to find a ride there by the end of the day today and get on a scram tether. Okay? If you don't go by the end of the day, then you're going to force me to issue a bench warrant and have you picked up, which I don't want to do. But you got to get on a tether because you're drunk. There's no way that we can proceed today with this pretrial. Obviously, Ms. Gardner is completely out of control right now. And I'm going to give her the benefit of an opportunity to get on the scram tether before she gets incarcerated. So, Attorney Byrd, hopefully you can reach out to your client and be able to get her over to community corrections in some way, shape, or form. Mr. Barnett, is there anything you wanted to say before we pass this case?
No, Your Honor, I support the steps you're taking right now. That's fine.
I do also, Your Honor.
All right. And for the record, I don't have a brother named Tony, nor an ex-boyfriend named Anthony Johnson. So have a good day, Miss Gardner. You can remove her.
And you and your honorable court have a great day, Your Honor.
Thank you.
This right here is what we call cause and effect in real time. Gardner's courtroom behavior didn't just embarrass her, it directly earned her a bench warrant. And in a twist of irony, she was later arrested not because police were hunting her down, but because she called them herself during a domestic incident. That's right, she phoned the cops for help and instead ended up in custody. What do you think? Was this bad luck, or a clear example of consequences catching up fast?
All right, the court will call the case of Ypsilanti Township versus Jamisha Gardner, case number 25T00229.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Byrd on behalf of Jamisha Gardner. Ms. Gardner, can you please state your full name for the record?
Okay, go ahead.
Jamisha Renee Gardner.
Thank you. Good morning, Mrs. Gardner.
Good morning. How you doing, Ms. Washington?
I'm okay. So, Ms. Gardner is here because the last time that she came to court, she was clearly under the influence of alcohol, and she was very kind to me, but it was still very clear that she was under the influence of alcohol. So a bench warrant got issued. Ms. Gardner, so she was in violation of her bond at that time by being under the influence of alcohol or some substance. I'm not even sure what all they were. You have a right to have a hearing on that violation, or you can admit to the violation. Have you talked to your client about what she wants to do, Mr. Byrd?
Did talk to her. I did talk to her about it in jail. But let me just ensure, Ms. Gardner, did you want to admit to that violation?
Yes, sir.
So, Ms. Gardner, on August the 13th, ma'am, did you appear and were clearly under the influence of alcohol at that time?
I don't remember the date, but I was under the influence of alcohol and marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana. Okay.
Yes.
Now, here's where the case takes a dramatic turn. Gardner, sober this time, breaks down and apologizes to the court. She reveals something that completely changes the tone. Her teeth are broken, she's been assaulted with a baseball bat, and she's been living in pain. She even shows her injuries on camera. This is the raw human side of court cases that often gets overlooked. Behind the disrespectful behavior and substance abuse, there's a woman dealing with violence, trauma, and desperation. Question for you: should her apology and circumstances earn her sympathy from the court, or does her past behavior outweigh this moment of honesty?
And may I say something else, Judge?
Yes, Ms. Gardner.
I just really want to apologize to the court and especially to you for that day. I was going through a lot. My life was in danger. My teeth are broken right now and I have to have corrective surgery. And I came in like this and I've been in pain ever since. I got 2 broken teeth in my mouth right now. I don't know if you can see it, but
she was able to show.
One second. I need to put you on I need to pin you on my screen. 1 second. All right. Now, can you show me again, Ms. Gardner? Oh, yeah.
and then this other one is broke up here.
Oh, wow.
So they have to surgery remove this one. They're going to do a root canal to deaden the nerve, put a cap on this one. But I've been in pain ever since and my life been in danger. I was hit with a baseball bat and I was really pissed off and angry. I called the police knowing I had a warrant from this case. I called the police knowing I had a warrant. I wasn't trying to run or anything, but I was trying to press charges against the person that assaulted me. But I was brought to jail, because I have this warrant. But I would just like to say I really do apologize for my actions that day in that courtroom. I really was going through a lot of stuff and I really did not handle it very well. And I usually don't do that. But that day I just made a poor decision and I did do that. But I do want you to know that I did, before I came to jail, before the last judge put me in jail, me and her have a history. And basically I want to see how do I go about.
Here's where Gardner makes a serious claim that another judge has a conflict of interest and unfairly set high bonds against her. Allegations like this aren't unusual, but they rarely hold up unless supported by evidence. Notice how Judge Washington steps in to calmly clarify that he was actually the one who set the bond originally. That correction undercuts Gardner's claim, but it also shows how quickly defendants can misinterpret the legal process when emotions are high. Have you ever noticed how often people in court feel the system is out to get them, even when the record says otherwise?
I shouldn't have her as a judge. It's a conflict of interest. I was in a case with her peoples before. She shouldn't be on none of my cases, and she always set my bond high every time, put me on teller.
Ms. Gardner, I hate to interrupt you, but
yeah.
If you don't mind me interrupting you one moment, and
Okay.
right now we're in front of Judge Washington, and Judge Washington is going to be here. Judge Washington is going to be handling this matter.
Yeah.
And, just permission to speak to you, Your Honor.
Yes, but I will say this for Ms. Gardner's edification, or so she understands. That's the magistrate that you're seeing, Ms. Gardner, and in reality, the bond was set at an amount that I set it at, so she just continued the bond from where so you could see me.
Okay. And I do want you to know that I did get myself into treatment at home, a New Vision, and it's scheduled for Monday, September the 8th at 3:00. So I did get myself into treatment because I knew I was drinking and I was under the influence of marijuana.
Okay. All right. Mr. Byrd, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. When I did visit Ms. Gardner in jail, she was very apologetic about the situation. She did show me her tooth, which seems like it might be excruciating pain. And hopefully that she can get it taken care of. It looks even worse in person than that you might see on the screen. She was being abused consistently, and after that last assault, that's when she called the police, and she let the police know that she had a warrant also, and that she wanted to take care of when she called the police after that last assault.
Mr. Burnett, is there something you would like to say about this?
It's clearly an unfortunate situation, and obviously she has issues with alcohol. That was indicated in the report for this offense, and then obvious during the last court hearing as well. So I think something needs to be set up to have her start to address that issue.
Right. And do we know what we're doing about the pretrial today?
Respectfully, I would like to adjourn this matter, or set it for a final settlement conference. Matter of fact, not adjourn it, but set it for a final settlement conference. Mr. Barnett did provide me discovery. I would like to go over that discovery with my client. And if we could set it for a final settlement conference, and hopefully I could address some sort of bond for Ms. Gardner.
Mhm. With respect to the bond, unless there's some objection, it is my intent to place her on a scram tether so that she's not drinking, and give her, I'm not sure. Let's see, 1 second. She was just on regular testing before.
This is the turning point of the hearing. Instead of throwing the book at Gardner, Judge Washington chooses rehabilitation over pure punishment. She's ordered onto a scram tether to monitor her drinking, required to test regularly for substances, and mandated into outpatient treatment. This is a textbook example of a judge using discretion to balance accountability with compassion. Some people will argue this is too soft, but think about it. Incarceration might stop the behavior short term, but treatment could actually address the root problem. Do you think this was the right call, or should the judge have locked her up to send a stronger message?
At this point, I want to put her on a scram tether, and she will also be testing for the marijuana or any other substances 3 times per month. Ma'am, you're ordered to go to that Don Farm outpatient. You need to
You
start.
said Don Farm,
Is that where you are? Home and New Vision?
Home and New Vision.
Okay, Home and New Vision.
Okay.
Outpatient, you need to do that. That's a part of your bond order now, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Better get this under control.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll schedule it for final settlement conference on October 31st at 9:30 a.m. and a jury selection on November 7th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. So I'll give you PR with that, with the scram and those testing conditions, okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Appreciate you.
And if you violate again, you're not gonna be getting out, Miss Gardner. So you gotta get this together. You gotta take this seriously. You've been sitting here for a week in pain. I'm hoping that it's strong enough repercussion that you can fight your urges. I know that you have a disease and it's hard, but you really gotta want this and you really gotta fight it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll see you-
Excuse me.
Yes.
I apologize, Your Honor, but I do have I'm probably gonna be in Jamaica on the 31st.
That's the only date we have until a December date. And I don't think we want to do that.
No. What about jury?
What about the jury selection on November 7th?
Oh, November 7th would be all right. So I could just, if all else fails, I could just get somebody to cover this.
Correct. Yes. That would be okay.
Got you. And Ms. Gardner, do you have my contact information?
Yes, I have your number.
Please contact me as soon as you get out.
Okay, I sure will.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care of yourself, starting to get your teeth taken care of, okay?
I will. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
And that's where we leave this wild day in the 14B District Court. What started as a drunken love confession turned into a bench warrant, and now circles back to a second chance at freedom with conditions. Judge Washington showed patience, but also drew a hard line. If Gardner violates again, jail is inevitable. This case is a perfect reminder of the tightrope judges walk between mercy and discipline. What do you think? Did Judge Washington strike the right balance here? Or was this leniency a mistake? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you found this breakdown as jaw-dropping as I did, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom drama and expert commentary.